What's up, guys? Today going to be reviewing these OVR Velocity units. So number one, 250 bucks. So super cheap if you're in the world of tracking velocities with the bar. Previously we were using Output Sports. I'm not going to say it's a bad product because it's a great product and it can do quite a few different things, but we already have jump mats and we already have some ways to get jump testing. So we were using Output Sports for either mobility testing or bar speed tracking. Now, if you're interested in doing the bar speed tracking, I'm telling you right now, these are cheaper and a lot easier, especially if you're in a group setting. So, for example, with Output, you have to have a device set up per unit that you're running on the barbell. So let's say you have a group where you're utilizing 4 or 5 barbells at once, or even more. It's really tough to get enough devices out to do that. So that's what we were trying to do in the beginning. Saw this product and we wanted to try it out. So we got it, and immediately I'm blown away at how easy and intuitive this is. And the biggest game changer is when you turn it on, you'll see here, it actually has a display on top of the box. So what happens once you set this up is you can actually just start doing reps right away and get speeds. The cord is up to 10 feet long, so you can do all kinds of different movements. You can press overhead, you can snatch, you can clean, you can do jumps with this attached to a PVC pipe. And every rep you do is going to show the speed. And right now it's set up for average, so you can see the average meters per second. You can see the max as well in the bottom left corner, and then watts. Obviously your watts aren't going to be correct unless you've set up how much weight is on the bar. 2 ways to do this. You can actually just hold these 2 buttons and it's going to pop up your settings. You can turn on eccentric only, so you can actually track just the eccentric lowering if you're getting into that. Obviously that's way down the road. That's elite athletes. That's people that have mastered the basic concepts of lifting. You can change the weight right here. You can change the mode. So instead of being on average, you can be on max. So it highlights the max speed, and then the average will be in the bottom right corner, as well as it will change your watts to max instead of average. There's a timer, so you can see how much time's been between sets, and then you can obviously have pounds or kilos. And that's how simple it is right there. So this is kind of just in sandbox mode when you first turn it on, and this is how we've been using it. So our athletes walk up to the bar, they attach this to the bar, which I'll walk you through here in a second, and they just start lifting right away, and they get their rep feedback right away. That way we can prescribe certain velocity zones, and our athletes can just walk up and do it with no questions. They don't need their phones, anything like that. So love how basic it is. In terms of the app, you guys can download it and play around with it. The app is super simple. Obviously right now it's limited to basically assigning a box per athlete. So kind of that same problem as Output if you're going to use it for tracking within the app. But potentially each athlete could have their own profile on there and do it. I've already talked to them. They are working potentially on a coach's mode as well. So you could have one device and you could monitor multiple units at one time on each rack. Not sure if they're ever going to do something where you could log in multiple athletes and be able to have them lift and then track into their profile. That's obviously a whole nother ball game, right? Real quick, wanted to highlight too, you can go between reps just by clicking the 2 buttons at the top. So you can go back and look at rep speeds if you need to. So that's how simple this box is. So let's just show you guys how simple these OVR units are. So let me just show you right here. You can see I've got it set up on the ground. You're going to attach it to a 5 or 10 pound plate. It's got magnets on the bottom, so that's going to keep it secure. From there you can simply grab it, pick it up, and then you're going to attach it to the bar right here. That's how easy it is. Okay, I can't speak to it enough in terms of, number one, it's affordable. Number 2, it's super effective. And number 3, the athletes don't have to ask any questions. They can literally just set it up. So we've been using them to program based on the velocity of the bar versus load. I like it because it's fluid periodization. If the athlete comes in there a little beat up in season, that weight might be lower, or if they're feeling really good, they actually might be able to PR. So I've been, again, blown away with this. We are going to be getting units for each rack here at the gym. so that we can use them. So if you guys have any further questions, you can always hit us up on this channel, on YouTube. You can send us any questions via Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just type in Hansen Athletics or Coach Darren Hansen, and you can let me know what further questions you have. At this moment, I highly recommend this product. Like I said, we're going to kind of replace output with in terms of how we're going to test bar speed and velocity. And we're going to get one of these for each rack. And in a group setting, it's going to be a great way for us to affordably track it with no subscriptions. Again, super simple. The app's really easy. You can use it individually. If you attach it to the app, you can actually track it, but you only can have one profile logged in at a time connected to the box. So we use it a lot in what they call sandbox mode. That's just where we're going to be using it free. You just use the display on top of the device. And they've talked about, I emailed them and they talked about they're working on the ability to track multiple units on one device, so like a coach's mode, so you can view them all at the same time. But for the most part, athletes should just be able to monitor that themselves. Who knows if they'll ever go to something where you can have multiple profiles logged in and managing that under one. But right now it's super easy to at least prescribe velocity zones for your athletes and have them hit them effectively. So again, any further questions, let me know. Right at this moment, I highly recommend and would tell you that this unit is 100% worth the price. So go grab your OVR units. I'm not getting paid for any of this, nor do I have a discount code or anything. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen, and you guys have a great day. Keep coaching them up.